Hello guys, welcome to Dan's IT Network. So I am back here again in YouTube. It's been a while. So how are you doing guys? And congratulations. We are now on a CCNA number 4 and I only have few topics to upload here in CCNA 4 and the first one would be GRE tunnel. GRE stands for generic routing encapsulation. So when we say encapsulation is it is the data is being hidden on a network, okay, and we will use the GRE tunnel and apply this to this network diagram. But first let's analyze the network. So we have here three routers, okay. So we have one ISP in here, and down here we have site one. So this is a company one, and this is the company two. So each company, they have a one router, all right, which is here, and one switch and one computer. But normally in a corporate world is we have multiple routers and switches. But in here is let's just do a basic demonstration. At least is you'll get to know, all right, how GRE tunnel works on a network. Okay, so I already registered all of the IP address to this network. All right, so you are now on a CCNA number 4, and you should know how to register IP address. All right, what we just need to be careful is to register the correct IP address. An example here to this site one. So this is a network, and the network that we use is the 192.168.10.0/24. So the 10.1 is registered to the site one on the gigabit 02 interface, and the 10.2 is registered to this PC. If I'll check it, so IP configuration, you'll see the 10.2 and then 10.1 as the default gateway. Okay, and also from site 1 to ISP, the network that we use is 200.210.10.0/30. So it's slash 30, meaning that it is subnetted. And again, we are now on the CCNA number 4. You should know how to do IP subnetting. Well, if you're not familiar or do not know how to do IP subnetting, is I guess is please visit one of my video tutorial on how you can do IP subnetting. Okay, so 200.210.10.0. So the 10.1 is registered over here, the under the gigabit 0/1 interface, and then the 10.2 is registered to the ISP gigabit 0/1 interface. Okay, so same thing in here. So the network is already labeled. All right. Also, other configurations I did on the network is I put a default route on each company. So we have default route in here, site one, and also another default route in site two. Okay, so from site one going to the ISP, all right, and site two going to the ISP. And let me show you. So I'll click the this router. All right, if I'll try to go back again, I'll type here show run, and you'll see in here that it is configured. So IP route 0.0.0.0 and then 0.0.0.0 to the gigabit 0/1. So out of this gigabit 0/1 to reach the ISP. Okay, and the same thing. So we also have a default route inside too. However, is I did not configure any default route to this ISP because our goal in here on this video tutorial is we'll configure GRE tunnel instead so that they can have a communication, okay, from this PC going to this PC number 2. All right. So I'll show you though. Let's try to ping though. I'll ping PC1 to PC2 and you'll see that it won't work. Okay. So command prompt, I'll type here ping. So it's 192.168.20.2. It fails, all right? That's request time. And the reason why it cannot reach the PC2, it's because uh, this ISP does not have the default route configured, okay? So if I'll click the ISP in here and I'll type enter, enable, and then I'll type here show IP route to view the routing table. All right, you'll see here that this ISP, it only knows about this network, the 10.0 and 20.0. Okay, So this is the 10.0 and this is the 20.0. So 200.210.10.0. Okay, so this is the only network that the ISP knows. Let's also try to check the site one. So open the site one. I'll type here show run. There you go. Sorry, it's not show run. Show IP route. I'm sorry. So IP route. Okay, there you go. And you'll see in here that it can see the network 192.160.10.0 and also the network 200.210.10.0. Okay, so they are connected to the site one. That is why the site one router can see it because they are connected, right? And here this is the default route, right? So static, so going 0.0.0.0.0/0, all right? So gigabit 0/1, so that's the default route. Okay, it's configured. Okay. All right, so now let us configure the GRE tunnel, okay, from site 1 to site 2. And we'll use this network, the 192.160.50.0/24, after we create the virtual tunnel interface, okay? All right, so let's go first to site 1 and command line interface. I'll hit enter to get started. I'll type here enable, go to the privilege mode, and then COMT to go to global config mode. And then to create a virtual tunnel interface, let's type here interface and then tunnel, then 0. All right, well, we can put 1, we can put 2, but let's start from the beginning, which is 0. Okay, and it was changed state to up. That's good. I'll hit enter again, and then let me type here IP address. So I'll give it an IP address. Okay. So we need to use this network. So again, the 192.160.50.0/24. So let's use the 50.1 to site 1 and then 50.2 to site 2. Okay. So IP address 192.168.50.1, then 255.255.255.0. There you go. And next is type tunnel and then space question mark. So we have three options: destination, mode, and source. So let's use the source. Okay, source of tunnel packets. All right. So let me type here source. Okay, and then let me move this here. So the source should be the interface of the site one itself, all right, which is gigabit 0/1, going to ISP and then to site 2. Okay, so this should be the source, the gigabit 0/1, because this is pointing to to ISP to reach the site 2. Okay, so that's the source. I'll type here gigabit 0/1. All right, and then next I'll type tunnel. So let's use the destination. Okay, and then space. So the destination should be, so we are on the site 1. All right, so go into the ISP and then to site 2, then the destination should be the IP address of the interface of this gigabit 0/2. Okay, so instead of actually we cannot put the gigabit 0/2 because it's actually outside going to the internet, right? So we need to put IP address in here for the destination, and the IP address is 200.210. Okay, and it's dot 20. Well, this is dot 1. Okay, so dot 1. There you go. Right, and tunnel 0, change state to up. That is good. Hit enter, and then the next command. So tunnel space mode. Okay, and then space question mark. And to activate the GRE, we need to put this GRE. Okay, so generic route encapsulation protocol. So GRE and then space question mark, and then the type IP. Okay, over IP. So IP. There you go. Okay, and I'll type here exit. Go back to the global config mode. So we are not done yet. So we still have one more configuration to go. So this site one, all right. So we're able to create a virtual tunnel, right? So in order for this site one to reach this network over here, okay, so we need to create a static route. Okay, well, it's because it is not directly connected to site one. So in order for the site one to reach this network, we need to put a static route. Okay, so let's do it. So I'll type here IP route. Okay, and the network is 192.168.20.0. Okay, so this is the network, and then space 255.255.255.0. Okay, and then the next hop. All right, so it should be the site to virtual interface tunnel. All right, but we have not yet configured the IP address of the virtual tunnel interface of site 2, but later on we're gonna configure that, right? But let's put here that's the next hop, then the 50.2. Okay, so 192.168.50.2. All right, I hope you guys can follow. All right, there we go. And I think I am done in configuring the site one. All right, so I'll press Control C. I'll type right to save the configuration. Okay, and I'll type show run just to double check. Space bar, space bar. There you go. Okay, so tunnel 0, it's good. And then 50.1 is the IP address. And then this is the MTU 1476. This is the GRE. Okay, that's what we did. So GRE and then IP. All right, and then tunnel source. Um, Gigabit 0/1 is good. And then 20.1 for the destination. Okay, and let's check the static route if it's register. Okay, so IP route 20.0, subnet mask, and then next hop is the 50.0. Okay, so we'll use this 50.0. Okay, so we're let's configure this on to the site number 2 router. Okay, so I'll go to the site 2 command line interface. We'll do the same thing. All right, so I'll type enable to go to the privilege mode, comp T to go to global config mode, and then let's create the virtual interface. Right, so interface tunnel, then it should be 0. All right, it should not be 1 or 2. It should be the same. Okay, 0. There you go. And then I'll give it an IP address. So the IP address, as I mentioned to you a while ago, so this is the 50.1 to its virtual tunnel interface. Okay, and this is the should be 50.2, virtual tunnel interface. Okay, all right, so 50.2. So 192.168.50.2. Let me spread this, and then space 255.255.255.0. Okay, and then uh, that should be good to go, right? There you go. And then next, tunnel source. And then source, since we are on the site 1, the source should be the gigabit 0/2, okay? Which is pointing to the ISP and then to the site 1, all right? So source is the gigabit 0/2. So we are on the site number 2, okay? So source and then gigabit 0/2. There you go. And then tunnel destination. Then it should be the IP address of the site 1 gigabit 0/1. All right, so the IP address is 200.210.10.1. Okay, good. There you go, it's up. And then next one, tunnel mode GRE and then IP. There you go. And then I'll type exit, and we need to put a static route, same as what we did on the site 1, right? We need to put this 192.168.10.0/24 as the static route so that the site 2 can communicate to this network. Okay, so 10.0. Let's do that. All right, so IP route, then 192.168.10.0. Okay, then 255.255.255.0, and then the next hop, okay, should be the virtual tunnel interface of the site 1, right? So the 50.1. So next hop is 192.168.50.1. There you go. And then Control C. Let me save now the configuration. close this. All right, so now let's view the routing table. Start here to this site one. Okay, so let's see if this site one can see this network, the 20.0. Okay, and also let's do some observation. So I'll open the site one. Okay, I'll hit enter to get started. Enable. I'll type here show IP route. There we go. Let's see. All right. So as you can see here that it can actually see the 192.168.20.0/24 static route, all right? And you can see the 10.0, 50.0 network, all right? And also it can see the 200.210.10, all right? But it cannot actually see the 20.0. Okay, well, it's because simple. We don't have any default route that is configured to this ISP. That is why this site one cannot see this 200.210.20.0/30. Okay, instead is the site one is using this virtual tunnel interface to communicate to this network over here, which is the 192.168.20.0. All right, okay. And let us also try to view the routing table to site number two. I'll hit enter, enable, and then show IP route. There we go. So same thing. All right. Actually, it can see the 192.160.10.0/24. So static route. That is good. Okay. And same thing in here. So it cannot see the 10.0. Okay. As you can see here. So the 200.210.10.0 is not listed. Simple. It's because again, we don't have any default route configuration to the ISP. Okay, so this site too will use this virtual tunnel interface to communicate to this network over here, which is the 192.160.10.0. All right, and last, let's view the routing table to the ISP. I'll show you the proof. Okay, so enter, enable, show IP route. So we are on the ISP. Okay. All right. So as you can see here, the ISP is can only can only see two networks. Okay. The 210. I mean, sorry, 200.210.10.0 and 200.210.20.0. All right. So it cannot actually see these networks. All right. But then again, since we create a GRE tunnel, all right, then let's see though if it's working. So I'll open the PC command prompt and let's ping. So ping 192.168.20.2 and this should work. All right, it's pinging request timeout. So it's doing the MAC address registration. All right, let's wait for it. Okay, still request timeout. All right, let me do it again. There you go. So it actually takes time to do the MAC address registration, but as you see here, it is working. All right. Let's try trace RT. So 192.168.20.2. Okay. There you go. So as you see, so these are the hops that's 10.1. Okay. Then 50.2. Okay. So this is the 50.2. All right. All right. You'll see, and then 20.2. This is the 20.2. There you go. So trace RT. All right, it's good. One thing that you also need to know in the GRE, let's say if this PC wants to communicate to the PC2 over here, then the data will flow to to the switch, and then it will go to the site one, ISP, and then site two, switch, and then PC2. So if you observe, the data still flows to the ISP, but we configure the GRA tunnel. That is why datas are encapsulated. Okay, but the disadvantage in using the GRA tunnel is datas are not encrypted. Unlike in a VPN or virtual private networking, datas are encrypted and it is more secured. So on my next video tutorial, I will upload something about virtual private networking or VPN. So we'll configure a IPsec tunnel. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dance IT Network, to get more updates about Cisco CCNA. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or requesting for any video tutorial, then you can email me danceitnetwork@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.